in the studio with us right now, Ryan Buck and Todd, right? Todd?
Yes.
Todd. From now, Todd, what do you have? How did you get involved with this guy?
Well, we're coworkers.
Oh, you're coworkers. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, and are you going to be affiliated with the Hawaii Hard Ticket to Hawaii screening? Yeah. Tell
we
me.
are the two local Sidaris experts that you see.
He's the co-host of the film screening.
Okay,
Cool,
all right,
man.
nice, man. So now you guys, how did you come up with this? Tell me about this really quickly. I just want to let everybody know really quickly what the Hard Ticket to Hawaii is. This is what's going to be happening the 25th at 8 p.m. at Studio Anatomy right here in downtown Traverse City. Is going to be the free screening of a Hard Ticket to Hawaii. It's an Andy Sidaris film. And now, if I'm correct here, Ryan, you said that you have gotten in contact with Andy, and he's completely geeked about this, isn't he?
Well, his wife, actually, the producer of the film, Andy passed away in 2007.
Okay, his wife, right.
And it's one of those, like, you love a movie, right? And you want to do... You want to do something, and Alamo Drafthouse does these screenings, and they have these fun screenings for midnight B movies, like fun movies.
I love B movies.
And people, you're not making fun of them, but there are comic elements, and maybe the acting isn't perfect,
right?
But so I saw that they do these things all over the world, and I thought maybe we could do one here at Studio Anatomy, because the studio does comedy, does shows and things like that. And I started emailing addresses on andysidaris.com, the website, and didn't get anything. And I emailed their webmaster, webmaster at andysidaris.com, just thinking, hey, this is what I want to do. Please forward this to whomever may be able to, because I wanted permission. I didn't want to do it.
Absolutely,
yeah. And a couple of days later, and when you're a kid and you run down to Christmas and you get that, the toys are under the tree, that fanatic, 3 days later, I open up my Hotmail account, not bragging,
totally
but I see an email from Arlene Sidaris, and I had that same freak out
This
moment.
is a gift,
right?
And I don't think you get that as an adult as much.
Ryan's just like,
yeah. So I had a moment, and I literally ran upstairs because this was nighttime. The kids were in bed.
Right.
I ran upstairs, told my wife, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" and she asked a couple of questions, and I responded, and she said, "I absolutely give you permission to show my
that
film."
is so cool.
And it's free, so we're not making money or anything like that.
Right.
But I just want to share. We want to share the film with people like-minded who want to have a good time and see, I think, the best of midnight movies of all time.
Okay, now you got to tell the viewers as well. What is this movie all about? It's it's set in 1980s Hawaii, correct? That's
correct,
right. And it looked like and we're gonna play the trailer here in just a second. Yeah,
It's
we're
like
gonna
some
play the
Hawaii
trailer for
Five-O.
everybody.
You must do that.
Because once you see the trailer, you're gonna want to see this.
Vice, man. It's like Vice, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's like a Vice type of a situation or
I
something
love
like that.
That's my favorite.
It's James Bond with Playmates.
James Bond with Playmates.
Love it.
That's an awesome representation, man. So the movie is set in 1980s Hawaii. Tell me about the main characters and whatnot. What are we going to be seeing when we go to see this film? Because the characters, like you were saying, it's a B movie. It's the acting isn't the greatest that is out there, right? It's not
it's the strongest B movie because the main build character is Ron Moss, who is like a soap opera star, but they cast these Playboy Playmates who are they're good looking, but they're physical. There's no stunt doubles in these movies.
Okay.
And it stars Donna Spear and Hope Marie Carlton, and they play these DEA agents who run this cargo business under the guise of filtering out crime.
Okay.
In the Hawaiian area, and there's explosions, there's cancer-ridden snakes, there's
and lots of gratuitous exposure. So
Oh.
every time they have to go somewhere, they have to change.
you got to change.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Why
Yes.
else are they in the film?
They do their best thinking. It's in the hot tub.
they do their best thinking, like we all should.
Yes.
So
in the And that's not the reason why the movies are so great. Like once you really get down the rabbit hole, Andy and his wife, they were independent. They weren't under a studio, and they did these like so smart and so full of passion. And they're not, again, there is explosions and gratuitous nudity and things like that, but they really cared about the movies that they were making. And when you watch them, they're just fun. You can watch a current film that's, super heavy and has a lot of Oscar winners behind it, and that's great, but it's kind of nice to watch a movie that's...
believe me, I've seen a lot of those movies bomb, though. I mean, there's been some movies that have a lot of great actors in it, and they just suck.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of these movies have the best lines, and no one knows it. Like, go learn one of those movies and monologue that thing. When everybody like, dang, this guy's got material for days.
If anybody has ever heard, "Can you dig it?" What movie is that from? Can you tell me right off the bat?
I couldn't tell you.
It starts with a W.
I'm not even going to try.
The Warriors. The Warriors. It was.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
One of the goofiest movies back in the 80s.
Come out and play.
come out and play, Warriors. He's got some beer bottles on his
lost.
This movie has one of the best
hilarious.
lines is, if brains were bird shit, you'd have a clean cage.
Dude, I want that for a drop, man. If we can get that one, that'd be great.
He just said it. Go back and clip that.
Well, I'm going to keep that. Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's spoken by an actor named Rodrigo Obregon, who's in 10 of their 12 movies. And he plays the villain in one hero, but he plays the villain in almost all the movies. And it says a lot about him. Like, it's the same dude. He just changes his hair, changes his accent, and his life.
That's
There's
great.
a podcast I listened to about his life, and the guy is so fascinating and so incredible.
Wow.
And he really brings it. Like, Hans Gruber level, like, I'm bringing it. I'm the villain. You're toast.
Right.
But if brains were bird shit, you'd have a clean cage. And we
well,
brought
he's been
for
a
you.
fan,
and
he's
by
been
the
a fan
way-
of our show for a long time, and that's
He's
why
a fan of your show.
That's why he's bringing the heat, because he's been
Right.
following the masters here.
Let's see if we can get a good shot
just
of that real quick.
Now,
what do you have with
There are 12 films in the Andy Sidaris collection.
Uh-huh.
And there is a collection of his films called Girls, Guns, and G-Strings, which I have brought for you. This is all 12 of Andy's films, including Hard Ticket to
Wow, it's
Hawaii.
all 12 of them
All
on
12.
Oh, my
Wow,
gosh.
dude.
They're fantastic.
Check this
all
out,
of them.
folks. This is Girls, Guns, and G-Strings.
AndySidaris.com for $10.
God
Baby,
bless
baby.
this
You
man.
can get that on his website, AndySidaris.com.
When we get home and we get the kids to sleep, we're getting this on.
I wouldn't have the kids up. They're not going to learn anything
It doesn't
particularly
sound like
good.
something
Well,
that they should
you know,
watch.
the guy is a hero, and I hope people continue on the tradition of his style of making movies. Obviously,
Right.
they're going to be awesome. What's the name of that again? Girls,
Girls,
G-strings,
Girls, Guns, and
Girls,
G-Strings.
Guns, and G-Strings.
You know,
We call it Triple G.
God bless this man.
And when you really look at how passionately they're made and how smartly they're made, I mean, Andy started he was the first director of ABC's The Wild Wild World of Sports.
Oh, really?
And he
Wow.
directed there for 25 years. He's won 7 Emmys.
Okay.
Um,
God, he's a good producer.
yeah, I mean, he knows what he's doing, and he's noted for being the director of the 1968 Summer Olympics, where you had the controversy of the African American sprinters who put the hand up,
Right on.
in solidarity, and then he directed the 1972 Munich Olympics, when you had
yeah.
the Israeli team who was captured and killed. So,
kidding.
he's
Wow.
got a lot of heft behind him. And then he made the transition to film and just decided to, with his wife,
Right.
make
right.
fun films.
That's awesome, man. I mean, it's a family
really
business
cool,
at that
Yeah,
point, man.
and independent.
Okay, so we're gonna. I want to play the trailer for this really
That's
quickly. When I saw this trailer, I fell in love, and I'm like, this looks horribly great. Like this is just one of those movies that it's like the guys from MST3K would tear this apart, dude. They would love this film. But here you go. This is the trailer that you've got to come check out this Friday, the 25th, 8 p.m. at Studio Anatomy. Check this out.
Hard Ticket to Hawaii. It has it all. The awesome, pristine beauty of the land, the warm caress of perfect beaches, the tantalizing wetness of the blue Pacific. Hawaii. It's a great place to visit, but you wouldn't want to die there. Four of America's finest, ready and willing to pay the price for paradise. They're undercover, but not under-equipped.
Have no mercy. Kill them all.
This ain't no hula. It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
This
Rated
ain't no
R.
hula. It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
Dude,
Oh
this
yeah,
is, this is
dude.
gonna be awesome. Man. Can't wait to see this.
Well, okay, you got to go and check out the video because I mean the actual screening of it is going to be way better quality than what you just watched. You know I mean it's from the '80s, so like the you know how it is when you get something off of the internet, it's not quite as good as what you're actually going to be seeing. But go see this Friday, the 25th. This looks hilarious. It's not just a hula. What was it? It's
This ain't no hula.
It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
it's a hard ticket to
Which
Hawaii.
I'm not sure what that means, but I really want to spend the next 10 years trying to figure it out. Hard
Get
ticket.
lost in it.
That's
Well, there's going
hilarious.
to be giveaways as well.
Oh yeah, we're
There's
gonna
Oh,
have-
you guys got
Giveaways.
giveaways. Really?
Yeah.
What kind of
So,
cool things?
Mr. Sidaris has sent us a signed poster from another film
Really?
that we're going to frame and give away, and a bunch of other giveaways. So she's been really supportive. I mean, it's aside from just the official, original, yeah, you can watch it. We've corresponded back and forth, and she sent me script pages from other films and 8x10s, and she's really, it's I mean, kind of like fans of Star Wars. It's kind of like that.
Right.
It's really cool to have her connection and blessing for all this stuff, and she sent a
yeah.
bunch of cool stuff. And
Dude,
So it's
know,
like
just
if you're
so cool.
humble
man.
fans like us, that's a big
Absolutely.
deal.
yeah, if you're an ultimate fan of some Andy Sidaris movies, this is the screening that you've got to get to because there's some real memorabilia that you could be picking up from
Exactly.
this.
This is the creme
And
de la
now,
creme.
like as far as like the giveaways, like how do the giveaways go? Is it like a silent auction type of a thing or anything like that?
We're
or-
going to have a sign-up page for AndySidaris.com. So
Okay.
we want people to sign up to become part of their newsletter, and it's not overwhelming. They just do one update a month. And so sign up to be a part of AndySidaris.com, and your name gets into the hat for a bunch of cool giveaways.
All right, we'll put a link to that down in the description here.
Thank
to
you.
Make sure that everybody can get that from our page here
Yeah,
too,
for
man.
sure.
That's
Thank
that's
you.
so cool. So wow, man. All right. The free screening of a hard ticket to
And we
Hawaii.
created
man.
our own custom poster, which she liked and she thought was a nice homage to the original, which we wanted to create our own piece of artwork. And I've got a buddy of mine who does graphic design who created this poster, and she liked it. And
I like it too.
again, it's
we're
free. It's
showing it to everybody right now, man.
It's
That
awesome.
looks awesome. I cannot wait to go and see this movie.
Yeah,
My-
there's-
slow motion motorcycle bursting through doors.
there's cancer-infested snakes, and there's
Karate.
bazookas.
There's a ton of karate.
Lots
There's
of
like,
karate.
oh, there's a snake.
Yeah.
There's an 18 van like running a Chrysler off the road.
World champion.
Oh, this is
World
awesome.
You're
champion
going to this with
kickboxer.
me, right? You got to come
we're-
with me. dude.
Oh, I just watched a helicopter get shot out of the sky, dude. RPG.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Rocket propelled grenade. Oh yeah, totally
that's
killer.
It's got everything.
Well,
Dude, it's
very
really
cool,
cool.
man.
Very cool.
Thank you for coming in here and letting
Thanks
us
for
know
having
about
us.
this, Ryan. Because I mean, otherwise, I was looking for something to do on Friday too. I'm definitely going to see this. This something that. When are you going to get a chance to see like a big screen type of a movie in Studio Anatomy? I mean, like that's kind of cool too,
No,
man.
that's awesome, man.
And-
I love that venue, and I'm glad that those guys are like using it to its full potential.
Yeah.
and it's like it's not even that they're doing it. People are approaching them saying, "Hey, we want to do this event here. Or
Right.
we want to do a concert here. We want to do that," and that's
There's
cool.
no
That's showing the
venues
local
left.
love. There isn't.
Yeah, there's no
There
venues
isn't.
left in Traverse City, so Studio Anatomy, dude, you guys have got to be making a killing on this one.
You know
man.
what? My dream, eventually, south the Straits, we're gonna have our own building. We're gonna have our own.
Well,
venue.
you can do a live podcast at Studio Anatomy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, we've
Right,
done
you've
one.
done that.
We've done
Oh,
one
have you?
before.
Really?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Yep. We
We
actually
did.
had a show, a gig that we did with.
promoted one with
we
some
had
bands.
who was it? We had Becoming Human was there. We had
Handsome
Pete. 5 After 5, I think, was
Yeah,
there.
5 After 5, and in the making.
In the make.
the
No, was it
making.
in the making?
Was
no,
it?
it wasn't in the making.
What was it? It was.
Somebody else. Shoot. But it was like a big show that we did. It was like our 100th episode or something like that. I think it was.
It's right on the tip of my tongue. I
Yeah.
can see it. It's
Yeah, I
like,
can't
wasn't
remember.
that? What's the name of that band with the chick singer?
Hail Your Highness?
No, the death metal band.
Death metal band.
Little Graves.
Oh, Augrey. Augrey. Yes.
That was
Augrey
it.
was there. Yes. Yep.
Dude, and they rocked. Man.
They rocked. They were killer, man. Oh wow. Well, thank you,
We love
Ryan.
that
You know
band.
what? You're not leaving empty-handed either, dude. We got stuff for you, dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got gifts that we give away.
We always give away
Totally.
stuff too. We got
Speaking of which, I have to get a package out to my cousin out in Washington. I got
Some
the address.
Thank you.
yeah,
Oh, this is
stickers
awesome.
for everybody.
Abby.
Awesome. Thank
Gorilla, black or white, whichever you like there.
Cool,
And
thank you.
messy face or liquor box. You choose. There's some stickers
Stickers are
that you guys,
stickers.
That is
and we
places.
also have some CDs from Becoming Human, some of the old Becoming Human CDs, the expansion pack CD and the Media Mud EP that we will hook you up with there
Thank
too,
you.
man. Yeah, dude, you brought me a DVD.
Well, you know,
I
it's
mean,
it's
yeah,
12,
I mean,
12 movies of pure joy. I'm telling you.
This is gonna be fun, man. I cannot wait to watch this.